All right, wonderful people, lovers of freedom. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to each and every one of you. Welcome back to Let's Talk TV, your one and only YouTube platform, where they give you back-to-back updates on how things they be, on how things they shell for Biafraland and beyond. If you're joining us for the first time, remember to subscribe and turn on your notifications too. Also, remember to like and share this broadcast as it is hot. All right, the latest one where we get for here: Nigeria military currently arresting Southeast residents, detains an outrageous number of Igbos in Niger State's Wawa barracks. Of course, my people, these people would be innocent Igbo people that have done absolutely nothing wrong, and of course the zoo army are arresting them just because they are Igbos. Yes, this is coming from Barrister Ejiofor and reporting live. Okay, this is what he says. Ejiofor has said that enforced disappearance in the southeast region of Nigeria has become a harrowing crisis that politicians in the region, especially those who are currently campaigning for elections in the coming year, have continued to willfully ignore. He has lamented that hundreds of Southeast elderly parents, young men and women are allegedly regularly taken by Nigerian security forces, disappearing without a trace, noting that the relatives of the victims could no longer determine their status, whereabouts, or whether they are still alive. Maybe this is an act of looking for how they would make sure that we are not able to be able to in fact get more soldiers or get more people that would support the cause of the Biafra freedom. I feel like this is what they are doing, and of course who people are doing this same thing: the zoo terrorists, the same people that we talk about, and you people think that it's a joke. Now someone else, Ejiofor, is making it known to you. He said, Ejiofor said in a recent publication, he said, I raised the alarm over the shocking number of our people being abducted daily by state actors under the guise of combating rising insecurity in the southeast. Hundreds of our elderly parents, brothers and sisters are regularly taken by Nigerian security forces, disappearing without a trace. Our concern deepens with the increasing number of distress calls we receive daily from the families of some of these victims of enforced disappearance. It is especially troubling that the relatives of these victims can no longer determine their status, whereabouts, or even whether they are still alive. The reason for their arrest remains unknown, further compounding the agony for their families. Unfortunately, this alarming trend has not been met with the deserving public outcry and condemnation, particularly from those who claim to represent us in high political offices. Instead, a fraction of these officials, seemingly absorbed by the privileges of their position, are preoccupied with preparation for the next upcoming election. Now that the Amnesty International has stepped into to corroborate our concerns about these secret abductions and forced disappearances, we call on our political leaders across all levels to denounce the state actors responsible for this crime against humanity and demand an end to these grave infractions. We have also suggested in our various discussions that security agents have the capacity to identify their targets and apprehend the actual threats, yet they continue to target ostensibly innocent and harmless citizens. My people, we know how far in their own side, I'm talking about with this same set of people in their own land, how insecurity is being fueled on their own end. But no, that is not what they are focused on. They are focused on the Igbos, the Biafrans that are finding a way to be united, to go for the cause which would actually affect their life positively. And that is why they've decided to do what they're doing at the moment. Yes. We have also suggested in our various discussions that security agents have the capacity to identify. Yes, according to him, these innocent individuals are then transported to unknown locations where they may be either killed or indefinitely detained without any trace. While our military barracks in Niger State, for instance, is currently holding an outrageous high number of innocent Igbos who have been detained indefinitely with no hope of freedom in sight. I am urging the governors of the Southeast states to take immediate action and use the machinery of the governments to address this rising trend. Enough is enough. This is coming from them. We should already know that these Igbo people that we call the Southeast leaders are not even ready to do what they need to do. They are just people that are standing there ready to just follow whatever it is. I believe the people that would actually put work into this would be the Biafra Liberation Army that would actually do what they needful. Do the needful that needs to be done on this case. And so that is what it is, my people. The next thing you'll be hearing will be a PM talk, and I believe that it will benefit every single one of us concerned. The headsmen, 15 others missing. It is not a joke. The fact that this set of things keep happening, and they feel that they can get away with it, because it is what they think. They feel they would be able to like get away with every single thing they do. Is very outrageous. Now they are suffering for the consequences. They are suffering for the consequences of the things that are happening to them. He says here that trouble is brewing in Delta State after the bodies of policemen killed by Fulani herdsmen were discovered. A collaborative effort between security forces and local vigilantes resulted in the retrieval of deceased police officers' bodies belonging to the IRT Abuja, PMF 51 Ogara, and Anti-Kidnapping Squad Asaba. So these are the set of people that their bodies were found recently that were killed by Fulani herdsmen. And they are still keeping these people in their stead. They are still keeping this set of people in their stead. And that is why we can never allow them to encroach into our own land. They have already encroached. They have started entering. But we will not allow them to do that anymore, because the more they encroach, the more they enter into our land, the more they take over and want to feel that they have something they need to do in our place. And we will not let them have that. Yes, we can never let them have that. Okay, it continues. The recovered corpses of the officers have been deposited at Mariri Central Hospital morgue in Ugili, disclosed a senior security source at the Delta State Police Command, speaking on the condition of anonymity. The recovery operation conducted in Ugili North local government area of Delta State followed extensive search efforts in the forest on both Sunday and Monday. So these people have been missing for some time. On January 24th, 2024, 3 officers, all inspectors, were dispatched to the Ororo community in Ugili North, Delta State, in response to a distress call made by an individual named Moses Progress. The distress caller alleged an attack by suspected Fulani herdsmen, leading to the officers' deployment. Tragically, they never returned, and with their fate shrouded in uncertainty. So they called these people and they sent only 3 police officers instead of them to send a full squad to go and handle these people. Fulani herdsmen normally move in bulk, and you sent only 3 people. What do you expect? Of course, they have taken them down. Although the police authorities in Delta State have remained silent about the incident, a group of local vigilante members discovered the bodies of some of the slain officers. The report continued. Operation Huts belonging to the suspected killer Fulani herdsmen were demolished, and 6 corpses were found in the Agadama bush, while the whereabouts of the 15 others remain unknown. Regarding the discovery, the anonymous security source further elaborated. They spent over 3 hours at the hospital morgue during the documentation before being attended to at Ugili Central Hospital. Another source, when queried, mentioned no details yet, and I will get back to you as we progress, indicating ongoing investigation into the matter. My people, this is what it is, and this is what things would always end up to be, so far as it concerns the Fulani herdsmen being allowed to encroach, because these Fulani herdsmen, they are trouble. They are full-time trouble. And the earlier we get to find out that these people do not have a place with us, and they can never have a place with us in the Southeast, I don't care about wherever they are, in Abuja or wherever, those people, they can allow them encroach into their land. But in our own land, Abia State, Imo State, Ebonyi State, Enugu State, and the rest, we are not allowed to let them in. we cannot let them in. If not, we risk losing lives of maybe innocent farmers, innocent people that are around. And that is the reason we must avoid anything that will allow us calm down when we see them encroaching or entering into our land. We cannot do that. We cannot let them do that. And so because of that, we'll always be at alert to make sure that they do not encroach into our land to do things that are not that to do things that would cause mayhem or trouble in our society or in our community. And yes, we've come to the end of this particular broadcast. Thank you for joining us. Remember to subscribe and turn on your notifications too. Thank you.